Hi everyone, it's Mike Ware with another episode of First Play, the series where we take a look at games for the first time and discuss design. Today we're playing Monument Valley for iOS and soon to come for Android. Saw a short blip of this game months back and was excited to hear it was released last week and figured I'd take the opportunity to take a look at it. I've heard it's a bit on the short side at the moment, so I'm going to record my whole playthrough and break it up into a couple episodes. And let's check it out here. So I just started it up, and it's just jumping right into the game. It's always neat to see these games where you're just kind of thrown right in the midst, and you just get rid of all that UI chrome, and you're just expected to try and figure out what's going on. So this looks pretty straightforward. Tap the path to move Ida. So that's my character here. Hold and rotate. Oh, I can rotate. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so the fun, really interesting thing about this game is the perspective blend, and really just taking you into the kind of Escher style painting. So here, it started out, looked like it was out of the way, but as I rotated around, it creates this new type of path for me to navigate this terrain in this kind of impossible form. So now I can actually move on this. Oh, it's interesting. So now if I go back, oh yeah, so it prevents me from rotating when I'm actually on the platform. That's pretty cool. That was a pretty nice animation too to see. Um, I remember looking at these impossible forms in my art classes, and it's really intriguing to try and create these types of impossible shapes. It's a lot more difficult than you might expect, but I actually created a little web program myself to help you play with that, so it's actually up on my website if you're interested in that sort of thing. It looks like I got another hint to tap here, a little bit more obscure, but I guess that was just the quick 2-second tutorial. And get a little bit more background here. It's a very gorgeous and beautiful game, so I think that's what's given it a lot of the press lately, but I think it's just one of those things too that it's just always nice when you see a game that has all those elements that click together, the design itself and the gameplay. So started me on the 2. I guess this is kind of the world hub. Oh wow, so every time I rotate, haha, it's not four-dimensional, or it doesn't have, it is four-dimensional because there's this other aspect to it, but, okay, I'm assuming 1 is going to take me back to the little intro tutorial. Yeah. So now the question is, I guess I can't actually get back to that level select. I'm stuck in the level that I get to. So I'm not aware of any kind of hints on or standard gestures for bringing up menus for iPad or iOS games. But okay, so now I have to go through all this again. So I apologize, but that's part of what this series is about, is exploring and talking about these things. So I really like the cuteness of the intro tutorial, but I think I would have just kind of left it out of the level select. Like, it's just the very basic concept. You're kind of teaching me about it. So, now let me go into, and I guess they're trying to distinguish which ones I've completed. I'll find out more as I play. And I'm not sure what these buttons up here go. Okay, here's settings. Always scared to leave music on now with recordings and things. So we'll just turn that off. Yeah, and then we've got the credits here, so if you want more info about the game itself, you can check out their website. So, alright, so let's jump into the second puzzle here. Take a look. See what other mechanics are lying wait. Alright. Oh, tap. Oh, so I've got another one of these rotate things. That's pretty cool. And then I've got this little button down here. Oh, I bet that's going to lift this platform up so that I can get to the next level. But is it going to do it right? Oh, okay, it didn't lift the platform up, it just opened up a new path with a new button. And here, so since I can't rotate while on the platform, I basically have to get out of the way. Not sure if that's going to be an interesting puzzle point in the future or an annoyance, but we'll see. Now it moves up to the next level. That's what I was kind of expecting. And now I can create a solid path. The perspective is really cool. It's really kind of trippy to be looking at. Well, playing a game like that makes you really feel like you're looking at a piece of artwork that's really interactive. So we get a new element here with this cube. But I really love the fluidness of the animations and how as you're rotating, you can see that perspective just click into place. I think that's what really makes this game pop and snap. Just really adds that nice spark and it's that extra little bit of work that went into making that a smooth experience that has really elevated this game, I think, in terms of its whole style and manner. So now, yeah, we can see that I've completed that level and this other one's opening up. So, alright. And I think some of those things, too, is, when you're a first-time player of a new game, it's about, sometimes you do make that mistake of, going back to that first level and getting, caught up in some of the nuances of whoever happened to build it, and what they're trying to convey in terms of menu options. But, after you make one mistake, as humans, we always learn from our mistakes, and then you're very quickly aware of how the paradigm works. So now I know I need to tap on this button to start this level. Now this looks a little bit more complicated. There's these little circle things on the sides of the different buildings, and so I'm curious if they're going to play a part in the level. The ladders became pretty quickly apparent in the last level. I didn't actually point them out because I was just like, oh, it's a ladder. It seems like one of those classic elements. Down here, okay, so that's what the circles mean, is that I can actually drag these pieces. So, and then this one goes up and down. So here on the horizontal ones, it's actually pretty obviously what my range of motion is. On the vertical one, it's a little less so. I don't see kind of the tracks that it's riding on or anything like that. But now the question is, I can actually move it while I'm on it. So that's an interesting distinction between the rotating pieces and these sliding pieces. So I wonder if there's going to be future pieces that rotate that I'll be able to stay on, or if there'll be slidey ones that I can't move on, or how that's going to work. It's an interesting design difference there. But it certainly makes it a lot easier when I can move on the platform. And then I can go in the door. And the door locks me out. That's curious. So this level seems pretty straightforward. It's not, it's cute because, I'm moving around this really very nicely drawn environment, but I don't see where the perspective point of this whole game is really playing into the level design of this level. But I haven't actually seen the exit, and that's pretty cool with the rotation. Just the fluidity of the animation is really, really great in this game. So then I go through the door. Oh, it looks like I'm going to get a piece of story. Again, if you don't want to get spoiled by the story, since I'm going to be playing through the whole thing, you can check it out a bit yourself first, but we'll see what this mystic has to say. Long have these old bones waited in darkness. How far have you wandered, silent princess? Why are you here? And I'm just gonna, leave that silence there for that introduction. This is just really amazing to watch. Alright, so I'm waiting for the perspective to come into play again. So this is an interesting slider where they both change. Okay, so this looks like a bit of a puzzle. Oh, well that's not cool. I had a suspicion that that bridge was gonna have something with it because it was colored differently. But, haha. If the bridge was still there, actually, I should have left it there. It creates that kind of trippy triangle impossible shape that's you kind of see in all the usual texts. Alright, so this is going to be my elevator. And then I can hop over here and hit the button, which opens the staircase. That was cute. And I get to the final piece here. I guess this... Oh yeah, lets me take a picture to share, I guess. Alright, let's go on. So we've seen rotating things and the sliding things, the automatically falling apart things. So, and we're going to hit level 4 here. So I'm curious about, is there a new kind of element going to be added to each level we go up? And when is it going to hit that stride of continual, reusing of the existing mechanics in new ways? The water palace. New ways to walk. Interesting. And there's another little fellow here. That's cute. You get to tap on him and he squawks. So I've got one of these rotating things. So now I can rotate stairs. That's pretty cool. But again, it seems most of the rotate things won't go. I'm trying to tap up at the top there, but it looks like I was tapping this thing. So this is another rotating. So it looks like these kind of musical circle ones, sliding or rotating, kind of distinguish to the fact that I'll be able to ride it. So I'm assuming if I put it over there and go here, yeah, so now I can actually ride on it. But these kind of more industrial looking rotator knobs are the ones that I can't move on when I'm rotating it. And so now, haha, here's that trippy triangle. Seeing a theme here. And now I can get to this door. I like that the door is marked at the top there with that common exit pattern. Oh yeah, this bridge seems to be the one that I saw in one of the preview images. Huh, it's disappearing. Whoa! Alright, that's a new twist. I was not expecting to be able to walk on the side of the building. Oh, and I can go down the stairs too. So now we're really adding that extra Escher dimension in there. Wow, that's really trippy. I'm trying to drag the building around. I was curious if it would rotate too, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Now this is becoming like a maze. But I do have these draggable items, so here I can hit this button, and whoa, now I'm on the back. And now I can rotate the building, so I can see what's going on back here. Wow, this is getting more mind-blowing. This was a huge leap, but like not a huge leap in terms of game mechanics and play from what they've taught me so far, but in terms of using the perspective and just throwing you for a loop. This was really the next jump. This was pretty crazy. And so I don't see a slidey thing. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, yep. There we go. That's very cool. That's very cute. Now I wonder. So there's a game on the PlayStation called Echochrome, which was very similar, using this perspective idea in a lot of ways for its puzzles. Though it was black and white and like kind of wireframe, and so this whole level of art style and animation added to this game is really a whole other level. It's just amazing to see it come together and just be this beautiful piece of art that you're actually playing a game with. It's I think it's something that you don't get to experience or see that often, when everything kind of clicks together and you've got this short little experience that has all these little elements that just click together to form something quite unique. So this is... so now I have a rotating piece that I can actually stand on, and switches my own perspective. And then this one goes like that. And so now my problem is that I need to rotate my perspective around again to get to the exit panel there. So if I come down... see, I'm trying to tap on the side of the building to walk down on my current path, but I think because of the little pattern in the blocks, it's indicating that it's not a surface that I can walk on. Oh, there's a door here. Let me see where that goes. Some more story. The classic, I love these throwbacks to like very classic and like staple art pieces, like the backwards flowing water. It's I mean, it actually could be an educational point that they could add to have some of the history, as you know, after you've beaten the game, if you're going back, you could kind of get some of that history in there too, or, you know, for any of those art history buffs out there that are big game players too. But it's really neat to see that blend of games and art. This was the Valley of Men. Now all that remains are our monuments, stripped of their glories. Thieving Princess, why have you returned? Oh, that's it for the story. And now a new door opens, and now I'm back on the main path there. Now, I'm curious that this plank, the rotating walkway on the top, is only controlled and connected by the one at the bottom. Seems like I'd want to be able to rotate it from the top too, just for simplicity. But here we go to the exit. So I think that was level 4. Here we go. Complete. And looks like I can share my progress. And it all get taken back to the level hub. So pretty consistent getting the little beats of the story in the middle of the levels, and slowly unlocking more. So that was pretty mind-blowing level there, so I'll be curious to see where 5 takes me. And then I'm also curious, I can actually kind of peek and see how many levels. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 10 is where we're at. So I'll do, let's see, I'm trying to think how I want to break things up, but I think we'll end this episode here. It's a good length for the first introduction to the first play of Monument Valley, but I will continue playing and recording this since it's a shorter timed game, and I'll post those episodes in the future as we go along here. So thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying Monument Valley. Be sure to check it out. It's a brilliant and gorgeous game. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.